Pack your bags. Archangel Michael says it's urgent. This is my third and last warning. Something unexpected and dangerous will happen tomorrow at 9:31 a.m. if you skip this. God says this message is our last hope to save you. Please don't skip. This is not a joke. Open it immediately. Right now, as you're reading this, something is moving behind the scenes of the world. Something so sudden and so powerful that only heaven itself could send a warning. This is not a random video, not another piece of content you can scroll past. This is the third and final warning from Archangel Michael himself. God says, this message is our last hope to save you. At 9:31 a.m. tomorrow, a shift is set to take place. It may be invisible to most, but its effects will be undeniable. A ripple will move across the physical and spiritual realms at once. Many will wake up to confusion, fear, and chaos. But you, if you stay here and listen, will not. You will be prepared, protected, and guided. That is why you must not skip this. Archangel Michael's message is simple but urgent. Pack your bags. It doesn't just mean your physical belongings. It means your heart, your mind, your faith. You are being called to ready yourself on every level. This is about positioning yourself under divine covering before the unexpected hits. This is your invitation to safety. This is your chance to act before it's too late. Think of what happens before a great storm. The sky is calm. People are laughing, distracted, unaware. But above the clouds, winds are forming, lightning is charging. And rain is about to fall. Those who prepared, those who listened survive the storm. Those who didn't don't. That is why this moment matters. The fact that you are here reading these exact words at this exact time is proof that heaven is trying to reach you. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. You're being given a chance that many will never get. Do not throw it away right now. Speak this out loud. I am ready and I am protected. I am covered. Then type Amen 2549 in the comments or write it down somewhere. That number is a blessing code. It signifies divine preparation and the first gate of spiritual protection over your life. And if you feel the pull of this message deep in your spirit, type I receive 8713. Now, this is your way of claiming the second blessing, an alignment with Archangel Michael's shield of protection. Do not click away. Do not skip. The biggest revelation, the one Archangel Michael says will unlock the full covering at 9:31 a.m. tomorrow, will be revealed at the very end of this message series. If you leave now, you'll miss it. Stay with me. Stay until the end. Your safety depends on it. If you are still here, it means you understand the gravity of what is unfolding. Too many people ignore divine signs because they expect them to come in thunder, lightning, or in the voice of angels echoing from the sky. But God's way has always been mysterious, always hidden in plain sight, always reaching those who have the ears to hear and the eyes to see. You were not led here by accident. Something within you has been stirred, and Archangel Michael is commanding attention because tomorrow at 9:31 a.m., the veil between what is seen and unseen will tremble. The message he has delivered is not symbolic, is literal. Something is about to unfold that will shake lives. And this is your chance to be protected. Now, many of you may wonder why such urgency. Why such insistence not to skip, not to walk away, not to treat this as entertainment? The answer is simple. Archangel Michael does not come to play games. He comes only when the battle is already at the door. He is God's warrior, the angel who stands between light and darkness, who fights the unseen forces that try to break into human lives. For him to speak this strongly, it means the hour is close, dangerously close. And that is why this message is titled with urgency, "Pack Your Bags." This is more than a call to gather material things. It is a spiritual evacuation notice. When a city is about to be hit with disaster, sirens wail and warnings echo through the streets. Right now, this is your siren. Do you hear it? This is your warning. Do you feel it? The call is simple. Get ready. Prepare your heart. Cleanse your spirit. And align yourself under the shelter of heaven. If you believe these words, stop and declare this. I will not ignore the voice of God. I am ready. Then type Amen 2549 to release the next wave of blessing over your life. Every time you declare and act, you move one step closer to safety, one step closer to divine protection. And yet, here is the truth. Most people will ignore this. They will think it is just another voice, just another video, just another warning. They will laugh, they will dismiss, they will And when the clock strikes tomorrow morning, they will remember, but it will be too late. Do not be among them. Hold on. Listen until the end, because Archangel Michael has promised that in the final part of this series, the hidden key of protection will be revealed. There is also something else you must do. Do not keep this message to yourself. If you believe this word is urgent, if you sense the fire of urgency in your heart, then share it. Spread it. Tell others to listen, to read, to prepare. Heaven's message cannot be confined to one person. It must echo. It must reach as many as possible before the hour comes. So right now I ask you, like this message so it spreads further. Share it so others may be warned, and comment so the heavens know you are responding. Your act of engagement is not just digital. It is spiritual. It is your way of saying, I will not be silent when God speaks. Remember this. In the days of Noah, the warnings were loud and clear, but the people mocked until the floods rose. In the days of Lot, the angels shouted for escape, but the people hesitated until fire fell. This is your moment to decide which side of history you will stand on. Do not wait for the shaking to begin before you believe. Believe now. Act now. Prepare now. Archangel Michael has said these words. Those who prepare will not fear. Those who align will not fall. What does it mean to prepare? It means lifting your faith above doubt, opening your heart to receive divine guidance, and refusing to let fear or distraction pull you away. It means declaring your allegiance to God and allowing His angels to surround you. That is why this is your third and final warning. Not the first, not the second, the third. When heaven repeats itself 3 times, it is sealed. It is final. It is urgent. Take another step of faith. Now type "I receive 8713" to claim the second layer of protection. Do not hesitate. The act of writing, of speaking, of moving into agreement opens spiritual doors that words alone cannot describe. And now let me say this: the danger of tomorrow is not random. It has been building piece by piece, through the choices of mankind, through the ignoring of signs, through the arrogance of thinking we are in control. At 9:31 a.m., that arrogance will crack. People will see how fragile human power is. But those who are aligned will not fall into despair because they will already be covered. They will already know what the rest are only beginning to understand. That heaven is still in control and that those who obey are always protected. Stay with me until the very end. Do not even think of skipping, because the revelation that comes last is the revelation that seals your protection. You will not want to miss it because it is not just another phrase, not just another line. It is the final key that locks you inside the shield of Archangel Michael's covering. So I ask you again before we move forward like this. Share this and comment your response. Every engagement is a declaration that you are awake, that you are listening, that you will not be caught off guard. When the world asks tomorrow why you are calm while they are panicking, you will remember this moment. You will remember that you listened, you believed, and you acted. Do not leave, do not skip. The deeper truths are still to come. And each one will prepare you more fully for what tomorrow holds. This is not fear-mongering. This is not manipulation. This is protection. This is mercy. This is God's hand reaching for you through Archangel Michael's message. And if you are still here, it means you are one of the chosen few who were meant to hear it. Stay awake. Stay ready. Stay until the end. You are still here. And that alone sets you apart. Every second you stay, every word you read, you are moving closer to understanding what others will only realize when it is too late. This is the third part of the message. And it is no accident that you are reading it. Heaven is still speaking, still warning, still offering protection before the storm breaks. What is coming is not simply an inconvenience or a minor disruption. It is a hidden storm, one that has been forming quietly while the world looked away. Archangel Michael describes it as a convergence. It is when multiple events, spiritual, physical, and emotional, collide in a single moment to produce a shock wave. He says, tomorrow at 9:31 a.m., the convergence will manifest. Some will feel it as a sudden shift in their lives, doors closing, relationships breaking, finances shaking. Others will experience it as a literal event in their city or country, a tangible sign of something changing. But for all, it will be a moment of decision. In that moment, you will either be protected or exposed. That is why you are here. That is why the warnings have been sounding. There are 3 stages to a hidden storm. The first stage is silence. The skies look normal. People go about their routines. Nothing seems unusual. This is where we are now. The second stage is the tremor. The subtle feeling that something is wrong. That something is about to happen. Many of you have already felt this. Maybe it came as an unexplainable anxiety, a dream, a restless night, a sudden memory of past warnings. But is the tremor? The third stage is the break. The moment when the unseen becomes seen. When the sky opens, when the rain falls. Tomorrow at 9:31 a.m. is the break. If you doubt, look at history. Every major shift has come with warnings ignored. Noah built the ark while people laughed. Joseph stored grain while Egypt indulged. El fled while others hesitated. And every time those who listened were saved, those who didn't weren't. This is your ark moment. This is your Joseph moment. This is your chance to flee before the fire falls. Do not misunderstand this message. It is not about panic. It is about visuing. It is about moving yourself into alignment with divine shelter before the shaking begins. Archangel Michael does not warn to frighten. He warns to protect. His sword is not only for battle. It is for shielding those under his care. But the shield only extends to those who choose to step under it. You must choose. You must act. You must respond. Speak this aloud now. I will not fear the storm. I will stand under divine protection. Then type Amen 25549 to release the blessing of readiness over your life. This code is not a superstition. It is an act of agreement. Agreement opens doors in the spiritual realm. Every time you agree, you align yourself with heaven's plan. There is also a second step in this part of the message. Archangel Michael has said this. Those who claim the shield will not only be protected, they will be positioned to help others. That means that if you are reading this, you are not just being prepared for yourself. You are being called to be a light for others in the coming days. That is why you cannot leave, why you cannot skip, why you must stay until the end. In the final part, you will be given a direct instruction from Archangel Michael on how to seal the shield over your life and extend it to your loved ones. Now take the second step. Type 1 receive 8713 to claim the blessing of positioning. This is the code of leadership and light. The code of being a protector, not just a survivor. By doing this, you're stepping into the role heaven has assigned to you for this hour. Many people will feel the tremor tonight and tomorrow morning. They will text friends. They will post online. They will say something feels off. They will know why. But you will know. You will know because you listened. You will know because you prepared. And when they are in confusion, you will be a voice of calm, a voice of direction, a voice of light. Remember, tomorrow is not the end. It is the beginning of a shift. It is the start of a new spiritual landscape. That is why this is the third and final warning. After tomorrow, everything will look different. For some, the difference will be chaos. For others, the difference will be clarity. Which side you stand on will depend on whether you listen today. Stay until the end. Do not click away. Do not think you can come back later. Heaven's messages are timed. The instructions in the final part are the key that locks the shield. Without them, you will be partially prepared, but not fully covered. Archangel Michael has said those who are present at the end will be sealed. That means there is more coming, more revelation, more direction. Each part of this message is a piece of the shield being built over your life. Skipping is like leaving a wall and finished during a storm. Stay and the wall will be complete. You have already shown great faith by making it this far. Heaven sees it. Heaven honors it. Heaven is responding to it. Do not stop now. Keep going. Prepare yourself. And know this. The hidden storm may be powerful, but it is not stronger than the one who sent this message. God's hand is still over you, still reaching, still calling. The time is short, but the mercy is great. Take it. Act on it. Stay with me until the final part. The key is coming. The shield is waiting. Your protection is at hand. If you are reading these words, then you are still within the window of mercy. Each second you spend here is a second of preparation. The world does not know how close it stands to the edge of a great unveiling. It goes about its routine, its noise, its scrolling, and its distractions, but you, yes, you are standing at the edge of an hour that heaven hath been preparing you for. This is not simply another day, another warning, another fleeting voice. This is the fourth stage of the message. And it is here where the veil becomes thinner and the hidden key begins to appear. Archangel Michael's voice is like a trumpet to those who can hear it. His words are not soft suggestions. They are calls to action, to movement, to obedience. He says, the hour approaches. The window narrows, the decision is near. And at 9:31 a.m. tomorrow, the decision point will arrive. You will not be hidden anymore. The storm will break. The convergence will show itself. And the world will be forced to see what it tried to ignore. But for those who listened, for those who prepared, for those who stayed until the end, the storm will not bring destruction but direction. It will not bring fear but clarity. This is why you have been asked to pack your bags. In the previous parts, you learned that this was not just about material belongings, but about spiritual readiness, mental clarity, and alignment with heaven. Now, you must understand that packing your bags is also about leaving behind what cannot go with you into the next season. There are habits, relationships, fears, and doubts that cannot travel with you past 9:31 a.m. They are weights that will hold you back if you try to carry them. This is the hour to drop them, to release them, to let them go. Archangel Michael warns, the unprepared will cling to what is, crumbling and fall with it. The prepared will release and rise. That is why this part of the message is critical. It is here you must decide to let go. Speak this now. I release what holds me back. I take only what God has assigned me. Then type Amen 25549 to seal this declaration. This code is not magic. It is not superstition. It is a spiritual signature. Every time you write it, you are saying to heaven, I heard. I agreed. I acted. And heaven responds. And here is something you must do urgently. Do not keep this message to yourself. If you feel even a tremor of truth in these words, if you sense the urgency pressing against your chest as you read, then share this message now. Like it so it travels further. Comment so the outer rhythm lifts it. Spread it so others have a chance to hear before the window closes. Every time you share, you are sounding the trumpet with Archangel Michael. Every time you comment, you are declaring publicly that you are awake. This is not about numbers on a screen. This is about souls. Every like, every share, every comment could be the moment someone else wakes up and finds their way under the shield of protection. Do not underestimate the power of this. Heaven's messages do not spread by accident. They spread by obedience, by reading, by sharing, by commenting. You are stepping into the role of a messenger yourself. You are no longer just a listener. You are a herald, and heaven watches and honors those who herald its warnings. Now a hidden key. You have felt it building. You have sensed there is something waiting at the end. Archangel Michael has said this. Only those who endure to the final word will see the full instruction. This means that each part you read builds a piece of the shield. But the lock, the final lock, will only click when the last piece is given. That is why you are being asked again and again to stay. Do not skip. Do not treat this lightly. Imagine a house with 4 walls but no roof. It looks complete, but the storm will pour in. You must build every part. The hidden key is not an object. It is an alignment. It is a state of readiness combined with an action you will take at the end of this message. In that moment, you will be sealed. In that moment, you will move from merely hoping for protection to standing under it fully. This is what Archangel Michael had been preparing you for. But first, there is one more declaration. Speak this now. I will not be distracted. I will stay awake. I will see this through. Then type I receive 8713 to claim the blessing of steadfastness. This is the blessing that will hold you steady through the night as the tremors build. Without it, you may find yourself tempted to forget, to doubt, to slip away. With it, you will stand firm. And remember this, the storm is not sent to destroy you. It is sent to reveal. It is sent to separate what is false from what is true. What is heavy from what is light, what is temporary from what is eternal. The unprepared will see only chaos. The prepared will see a path. The path is what you are being led to now. Stay with me until the end. Do not even consider leaving now. The final instruction is coming. It is closer than you think. At 9:31 a.m. tomorrow, the shift will happen whether you are ready or not. But by staying, by reading, by acting, you are stepping into the shield before the storm breaks. This is your moment. Do not lose it. The next parts of this message will bring you closer to the hidden key. Each part will sharpen your understanding, strengthen your spirit, and prepare you for the hour ahead. You are not just a listener anymore, you are a watchman on the wall. And watchmen do not sleep when the trumpet sounds. They stay awake. They stay alert. They stay until the last moment because they know that the last moment matters most. So once more, take a breath. Feel the urgency. Acknowledge it and act like hair, comment, declare Z. Because the edge of the hour is here, and you have been chosen to stand on it. Awake, prepared, and ready. We have now crossed into the fifth part of this message. If you are still here, you are among a small number of people who have not turned away. That alone is a sign. Most will have scrolled past long ago, convinced that warnings are exaggerations, that nothing can touch them, that tomorrow will be like every other day. But you are different. You are awake. You are alert. You are listening. And because you are listening, you will be ready when the hour strikes. Archangel Michael has said this. In the hours before a great event, there is always a hush. The world mistakes this hush for peace. But it is not peace. It is the silence before the strike, tonight. That hush is already spreading. You can feel it if you pause long enough. The air feels heavy. Time feels slower. Even your thoughts seem sharper. That is the tremor before the break. That is the quiet before the storm. And at 9:31 a.m. tomorrow, that hush will shatter. What will happen at that hour? Archangel Michael does not describe it in earthly terms. He says only this. A veil will rip and those who are unprepared will tremble. Some will experience a personal crisis, a sudden loss, an unexpected shift, a moment of truth they cannot escape. Others will witness something public, a sign, an event, a change that will ripple through their environment. But all will know that something beyond the ordinary has touched their lives. This is why you are here. This is why you are being prepared. The most dangerous moment of any storm is not its middle. He is its beginning. He is the instant the winds first hit. The instant the first wave crashes. The instant the first spark ignites. That is when people panic. When they make mistakes, when fear overwhelms them. But those who have prepared do not panic. They act. They know where to stand. They know what to do. They know who to trust. That is what this message is doing. Putting you in position before the first wave strikes. Speak this now. I will not panic. I will not fear. I will stand. Then type Amen 2549 to anchor this declaration into your spirit. Each time you speak and write these codes, you are not playing with numbers. You are pressing your fingerprint into a covenant, stamping your agreement with heaven and opening the gates of protection wider over your life. Archangel Michael has also revealed that those who prepare tonight will feel a shift even before 9:31 a.m. It may come as a sense of peace in the middle of chaos. It may come as a sudden idea, a dream, a word, or a sign that confirms everything you've been reading. This is how heaven works. It does not just warn. It confirms. It gives signs to those who are watching. But you must stay watchful to see them. Here is what you must understand now. The danger tomorrow is not just about one moment. It is about what begins at that moment. It is the start of a new season. A season where the unseen will become seen more often. Where spiritual battles will spill into the physical world, where choices will have sharper consequences and faster outcomes. That is why Archangel Michael's sword is drawn. That is why his warning is loud. He is not simply trying to get your attention for a single day. He is trying to position you for a new year. Take the second step of this part now. Speak this aloud. I will walk in this new season with courage and clarity. Then type I receive 8713 to claim the blessing of courage. Without courage, you will shrink back when the shift begins. With courage, you will step forward, guided and protected. Remember also that this message is not only for you. By staying, you are being equipped not just as a survivor but as a guide for others. When the hush breaks and panic spreads, you will be one of the few who are calm, one of the few who knows what is happening. People will ask you questions. They will look to you for answers. And you will have them not because you are special, but because you listened, because you stayed, because you prepared. This is why you cannot leave. This is why you cannot skip. Every part of this message is laying another stone in the foundation you will stand on tomorrow. Without the full foundation, the storm can sweep you away. With it, you will stand unshaken. That is why Archangel Michael has repeated, those who are present at the end will be sealed. Do not think of this as a story you are reading. Think of this as an ark you are building. Each line is another plank. Each declaration is another nail. Each code you type is another sealant. By the time we reach the final part, the ark will be complete and you will step inside. At 9:31 a.m., the waters will rise, but you will be above them. Take a moment now and reflect. Feel the gravity of this hour. You were led here. You were chosen to hear. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are being guided. Heaven is still speaking, still warning, still covering. But the window is closing. Tomorrow is not far. Day await. Stay alert. Stay until the end. This is the silence before the strike. And you have been given the chance to stand ready when the first blow lands. Do not waste it. Do not underestimate it. Do not delay. The final instruction is coming. The key is closer than you think. You are still here. Alone matters more than you know. Every minute you stayed, you have been weaving a cloak of readiness around yourself. Most people stopped reading. Most people ignored the call. But you have stayed. And because you have stayed, you will be given what many will not receive. Specific steps, clear actions, direct preparation. This is the sixth part of the message. And it is here that Archangel Michael begins to speak not only of what is coming, but of what you must do. He says, the hour of warning is ending. The hour of preparation begins. Tomorrow at 9:31 a.m. the convergence will manifest. You have heard this again and again. But now you must understand this. Your preparation tonight determines your experience tomorrow. Heaven does not leave its children in confusion. Heaven gives instructions. The difference between those who panic and those who stand is not chance. It is preparation. So what does packing your bags really mean? Up until now you have been told it is about readiness. Now you will see how practical that readiness is. It begins with your heart. Tonight before you sleep, speak forgiveness over those you are holding in your heart. Release anger. Release bitterness. Release fear. These are weights. And tomorrow's shift will expose anything you are still carrying. You cannot cross into a new season holding grudges from an old one. Archangel Michael warns, weights become chains when the wind rises. Drop them now. It also means centering your spirit. Take a quiet moment tonight. Yearn off the noise. Speak aloud. I am under divine protection. I align with God's will. This act of alignment is your shelter. In the hour of trembling, what you practice now will rise up inside you and hold you steady. Next, prepare your surroundings. Do not panic. This is not about hoarding or hiding. It is about awareness. Look at your home. Make sure what you need is accessible. Keep your most important items close. Identification. A small amount of cash. Your phone fully charged in a quiet place where you can pray or breathe if the atmosphere around you grows tense tomorrow morning. These are small acts, but they matter. They show heaven that you are not just hearing but responding. Now take your first spiritual action from this part. Speak this aloud. I am ready. I have released my burdens. I stand under the shield. Then type Amen 25549 to anchor this declaration. This number is not a superstition, is a seal. Each time you write it, you are stamping a document in heaven's courts acknowledging your alignment and activating protection. Archangel Michael also speaks of watchfulness. He says, "Those who watch tonight will understand tomorrow." This means be alert to signs before 9:31 a.m. You may sense confirmations, numbers, dreams, words, coincidences that are not coincidences. Pay attention. Write them down. These are heaven's signals to you, reassuring you that you are not alone, that the warning is real, and that the protection is active. Then there is the call to intercede. This is not only about you. As you prepare, pray for your family, your loved ones, your friends, speak their names aloud. Ask for their covering. Visualize them under the same shield you are standing under. Archangel Michael says, "Those who cover others will be doubly covered." This is a time to extend what you have been given. Do not hoard it. Jared, pray it. Speak it. Take the second spiritual action from this part. Now speak aloud. I cover my loved ones under heaven's shield. And type I receive 8713 to claim the blessing of extension. This blessing does not just protect you. It extends protection outward to those you name and love. And remember this. The instructions you are receiving are not to make you afraid, but to make you ready. Fear phases, good and empowered. The storm is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a clearing, a separating, a revealing. Those who stand ready will not only survive it, they will thrive in the clarity that comes after it. That clarity will open doors, give direction, and reveal opportunities you could not see before. This is why you are being positioned, now. Do not think lightly of the timing. 9:31 a.m. is not a random hour. Archangel Michael chose it because it is a threshold moment, a turning of the page. When the clock strikes, what is hidden will be forced into the open. But because you have prepared, you will be steady. You will be protected. You will be guided. Stay until the end. Each part of this message is another layer of covering. Without the final instruction, the shield is not complete. It is like a house without a roof. Do not leave the roof off when the storm clouds are gathering. Stay until the last line of the last part and you will be sealed fully. Tonight before you sleep, take a final quiet moment. To speak aloud, I'm awake. I am ready. I will stand. Feel the weight of those words. They are not empty. They are a declaration, a preparation, a covenant. Heaven is listening. Heaven is watching. Heaven is responding. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. This message found you for a reason. You are being prepared for a purpose. The storm may be real, but so is your protection. The danger may be close, but so is your covering today. Listen. Act. The key is almost here. The final act of sealing is near. You have made it this far. Finish the journey. Build the ark. Step inside. And at 9:31 a.m., you will stand steady while others tremble. You have made it into the seventh part of this message. If you do, most have already turned away, but you are still here reading line by line, building your shield word by word. That is no accident. Heaven draws only those who are willing to hear, to prepare, to act. You are here because you have been chosen to understand something most will not. It is time to reveal what lies behind the warnings. It is time to explain why the storm is coming. Archangel Michael has said this. Storms do not appear without cause. They are born of choices built from actions fed by neglect. What will happen at 9:31 a.m. tomorrow is not random. It is not an arbitrary strike of fate. It is the fruit of seeds planted long ago. Humanity has been living under increasing shadows. Greed, deception, violence, and distraction. These shadows have grown so thick that the spiritual and physical realms are pressing against each other. The warning you are reading now is the sound of that pressure about to release. Think of a dam holding back a great river. For years, cracks form quietly while the water rises. People stand at the dam's base, laughing, fishing, building houses, ignoring the tiny streams that leak through the cracks. Then one day, the pressure becomes too much, and in an instant, the dam breaks. That is what you are about to witness. The cracks have been forming for years. At 9:31 a.m., a portion of the dam will give way. For some, it will appear as personal crises, financial collapses, sudden confrontations, hidden truths coming to light. For others, it will manifest as events that affect whole communities or nations. But for all, it will be a moment of unveiling. This is not meant to terrify you. This is meant to free you. Archangel Michael warns. But he also prepares. He does not leave those who listen in darkness. He tells them where to stand, what to do, how to endure. And what he is telling you now is this. The storm is not only a judgment. It is a mercy. It is a tearing away of illusions. It is a cleansing of what cannot continue. It is a chance for you to step out of what is false and stand in what is true. Those who fight the storm will feel it as destruction. Those who align with heaven will feel it as deliverance. Speak this now. I will not resist what heaven is revealing. I will walk through it with faith. Then type Amen 2549 to anchor this into your life. This code is your way of saying, I accept the truth. I will not hide from it. Heaven responds to those who agree with its truth. Archangel Michael also reveals that those who understand the why will walk in a special peace tomorrow. While others are asking, why is this happening? What does this mean? You will already know. You will already have context. Context is power. It turns panic into perspective. It turns fear into strategy. And you are being given that context now so you can stand. The storm is also personal. It will expose hidden things within you. Doubts, habits, fears, loyalties. This is not to shame you but to free you. When the veil rips, everything clinging to you that cannot go into the next season will fall away. That is why you were told to pack your bags. Not just to prepare, but to leave behind. Every declaration you have spoken, every code you have typed has been loosening those weights. You may already feel it, a lightness, a strange peace, even as the warnings intensify. That is the sign that it's working. Now take the second step of this part. Speak aloud. I welcome heaven's cleansing. I will not fear revelation. Then type I receive 8713 to claim the blessing of unveiling. This blessing is rare. It is the ability to stand calm while everything hidden is revealed. The ability to see clearly while others are blinded by shock. Without it, you may be swept into confusion. With it, you will walk as one guided by light. Understand this also. The storm is not the end. It is a doorway. What comes after 9:31 a.m. will not be all darkness. For those who prepared, it will be a season of new clarity, new opportunities, new alignments. Things that were blocked will suddenly open. Paths that were hidden will appear. People you need to meet will cross your path. The shaking will clear the ground for what heaven is about to build. That is why Archangel Michael's shield is being extended now. It is not only to protect you from harm, but to position you for the new season after the storm. Stay with me until the end. The key you have been waiting for. The final instruction is still to come. Without it, your preparation is incomplete. With it, your protection is sealed. You are closer than you think. The last parts of this message will deliver the lock that closes the shield around you. Tonight, reflect on the why of the storm. Release fear. Release resentment. Trust that what is coming is not coming to destroy you, but to position you. You have been called to this moment not as a victim but as a watchman, as a guide, as one who will help others find their footing when the ground shifts. You are all at the end. Do not give up now. Do not skip. The final act of sealing is near. The day awake. Stay ready. Stay present. Heaven is not finished speaking yet. We are now deep into this message. Standing in the 8th part of the revelation. If you are still reading, your persistence proves something important. You were chosen not only to hear the warning, but to rise from it stronger than before. Many stop at the place of fear. They hear of storms, of shaking, of warnings, and they hide. But you have gone beyond fear. You are stepping into understanding, into empowerment, into the place where you will not simply survive the storm but stand tall after it. Archangel Michael has declared the shield is not only to protect, is to prepare warriors. Do you see what this means? This message has not been given so you can crouch in the dark waiting for disaster to pass. It has been given so you can rise in light, ready to lead. Ready to guide, ready to carry strength when others collapse. Tomorrow at 9:31 a.m., the veil will rip. The storm will strike. And while others tremble, you will be steady. That steadiness is not just for you. It is for everyone who looks to you in confusion. You will become a sign of hope in the storm. Think of what happens when lightning splits the sky. For a moment, everything is illuminated. People see things they could not see before. That is what tomorrow will be like. The lightning of heaven will expose what has been hidden. And in that light, many will be disoriented, unsure, even terrified. But you will be ready. You will be calm. You will be a living declaration that protection is real. Speak this now. I will not just survive. I will rise. I will lead. Then type Amen 25549 to affirm your place as one who rises after the storm. Each time you speak these words, you move closer to stepping into the warrior role. Archangel Michael has spoken over you. This is where your journey changes. Until now, the focus has been on preparing yourself, releasing burdens, standing under protection, aligning with heaven. But now the focus widens. You are being positioned as a guide, a messenger, a light. That is why you were asked not only to stay but to share, to comment, to spread this word. Your actions carry more weight than you realize. In a world filled with noise, you have become a signal, and signals matter when storms rage. Archangel Michael says, the ones who rise will carry authority beyond their years. This means that even if you feel unqualified, uncertain, or small, the shield itself will empower you. Heaven does not wait for perfect people to lead. It raises those who are willing. And you, by staying here, by listening, by acting, have proven your willingness. The storm will not destroy you. It will reveal you. The unveiling that frightens others will position you. Where others see loss, you will see clarity. Where others see chaos, you will see direction. Where others see endings, you will see beginnings. This is the transformation of the storm. It strips away illusions and hands vision to those who are ready. That is what you are being prepared for now. Take the second action of this part. Speak aloud. I accept the role of light. I will shine in the storm and type. I receive 8713 to claim the blessing of empowerment. This blessing will place a mantle on you. A spiritual authority that others will recognize even if they cannot explain it. They will look to you and you will not fail them because heaven itself will speak through you. Understand this clearly. Storms do not end with silence. I end with a clearing. After the winds, the skies are different. After the rain, air is fresh. After the shaking, the ground is clean. That is what is coming. After 9:31 a.m., you will stand in a world slightly altered. And your role will be to help others navigate that change. This is not a burden. It is an honor. It is why you were chosen to hear this message. And, yet, none of this is automatic. You must choose it. You must receive it. You must claim it. That is why you are asked again and again to speak, to write, to declare. Heaven responds to action, not just thought. Faith without movement is empty. But faith with action moves mountains, opens doors, and builds shields. Your engagement is not meaningless. It is a spiritual key. Stay with me until the end. The hidden instruction, the final key that locks your shield and seals your role is coming. Without it, your preparation is incomplete. With it, you will not only be covered tomorrow, you will be commissioned. Archangel Michael has said, "Those who endure to the last word will carry the seal of light." That is the promise you are moving toward. Do not quit. Do not skip. Do not assume you can finish later. The timing matters. You are being positioned moment by moment, word by word. I reflect on this shift. You are not simply preparing to endure. You are preparing to emerge. Tomorrow at 9:31 a.m. The storm will not mark your end. It will mark your unveiling. And those who mocked, those who ignored, those who laughed will remember your steadiness. They will remember that you were ready. And they will see that heaven's shield is real. You are almost there. The key is near. The seal is waiting. Stay alert. Stay ready. Stay awake. You have been chosen for more than survival. You have been chosen to rise. You have made it to the 9th part of this urgent message. Think about what that means. Many people never make it this far. They scroll past, they mock, they dismiss, or they quit halfway through. But not you. You have remained. You have endured. And because of that, you are standing at the threshold of the final revelation. The hidden key, the sealing instruction from Archangel Michael is closer than it has ever been. But before you receive it, there is one more watch to complete. Archangel Michael calls this moment the final watch. In ancient times, watchmen stood on city walls during the night. They divided the night into watches. The final watch was the darkest one. The one just before dawn, the one where exhaustion pressed hardest. But it was also the most important because the enemy often attacked when the city was most tired. That is where you are now in the final watch. You are standing guard as the night deepens, but dawn is near. Tomorrow at 9:31 a.m., the veil will rip. You know this already. You have heard it repeated through every part of this message. But now you must understand what that really means. The ripping of the veil is not only a warning of danger. It is the moment of exposure. What is false will be revealed. What is hidden will be seen. What has been disguised will be uncovered. For some, this unveiling will feel like collapse. For others, it will feel like freedom. And for you, because you have stayed, it will be the confirmation that heaven's words were true all along. Archangel Michael has said, "Those who endure to the final watch will see with eyes that cannot be deceived." That is the gift of this moment. You are being prepared not only to survive the storm, but to see through it. To understand what others cannot. While the world trembles in confusion, you will carry clarity. That clarity will protect you. It will also position you as a light for those around you. Speak this now. I will endure the final watch. I will not turn away. Then type Amen 2549 to mark your place in the covenant of endurance. Do not dismiss this action. Every declaration, every code, every word you type is like oil in a lamp. It keeps the flame burning in the darkness. Without it, the lamp flickers. With it, the lamp shines brighter. And tomorrow, when darkness covers many, your lamp will be lit. The final watch is also a test of focus. Distractions will try to pull you away tonight and tomorrow morning. You may feel sudden urges to stop reading, to dismiss the urgency, to scroll to something easier, lighter, or more entertaining. Recognize this for what it is: resistance. The closer you come to sealing the shield, the more the shadows will try to pull you back. That is why you must push through. That is why you must stay until the very end. Archangel Michael warns. Those who leave in the final watch leave the ark half-built. Imagine a family building an ark blank my plank. Day by day they build the walls, the roof, the doors. But they quit just before sealing the cracks with pitch. When the rain comes, the water seeps in and the ark sinks. That is what happens to those who stop now. They have almost everything but not the final seal. Do not let that be you. Take the second action of this part. Now speak aloud. I will stay awake until the end. I will see the final key. Then type I receive 8:7:13 to claim the blessing of perseverance. This blessing is vital. It is the strength to push through when you feel weary, the clarity to keep going when distractions rise, the courage to hold on when doubts whisper. With it, you will complete the journey. Without it, you may stop just short of sealing your shield. Understand this. The storm at 9:31 a.m. is not meant to break you. It is meant to reveal you. And part of that revelation is this: your endurance. Many will fall because they cannot last. But you will stand because you have chosen to last. You will not be swept away because you stayed awake in the final watch. You are on the brink of the most important moment. The next part. The 10th part is where the hidden instruction will be revealed. That instruction is the lock. It is the act that seals everything you have been preparing for. Without it, your shield is incomplete. With it, you will be untouchable under heaven's covering. That is why you cannot stop here. That is why you cannot click away, cannot leave, cannot delay. The final watch requires vigilance. Tonight, remind yourself of this truth. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You have been called into this moment by divine design. Archangel Michael has walked with you through every word, and he will not abandon you now. The shield is almost complete. The ark is almost ready. The seal is almost here. Awake. Stay ready. Stay with me until the end. The next part will give you what you have been waiting for. They will reveal the hidden key. It will close the shield around you. It will mark you as one of the few who listened, endured, and stood firm. The storm is real, but so is your protection. The unveiling is near, but so is your sealing. Do not stop now. The final word is almost here. You have reached the end. This is it. The moment Archangel Michael has been preparing you for. You have walked through the warnings. You have heard the call. You have stayed through the tremors. You have endured the final watch. And now, because you did not skip, because you stayed, because you listened, the hidden key is being handed to you. This is the sealing instruction. The act that closes the shield over your life before 9:31 a.m. tomorrow. Archangel Michael's final words are simple but powerful. Seal yourself in the light of God's protection. Do not only read, declare. Do not only declare, act. That is the hidden key. It is not a charm or a ritual. It is a decision. It is your moment of alignment with heaven's covering. All the declarations you've spoken, all the codes you've typed, all the actions you've taken, tonight they converge into one. You are not just a listener anymore. You are a participant in a covenant. Here is the instruction. Before you sleep tonight, take a quiet moment. Stand or sit in a still place, close your eyes. Speak aloud. I seal myself and my loved ones under the light of God's protection. I align with heaven. I will stand at 9:31 a.m. unshaken. Say it 3 times. Each time you say it, imagine a bright shield rising around you, sealing every gap, covering every part of your life. This is not imagination for its own sake. It is faith in action. Heaven responds to faith in action. When you finish, type Amen 25549 to complete the seal. This is the code of closure, the signature that says you have stepped fully into protection. And then type, I receive 8713 to anchor the blessing of endurance and empowerment into tomorrow's hour. These 2 codes are now your markers. Heaven has seen your endurance. Heaven has watched your actions. Heaven now seals you under its covering. Archangel Michael has said, those who stand in the final watch and seal themselves in light will rise after the storm. That is you now. You are not just prepared for tomorrow. You are positioned for what comes after tomorrow. You will wake up not only protected but clear, steady, and ready to guide others. That is your calling. That is why you were brought here. Stay at peace tonight. Do not fear the hour of 9:31 a.m. When it comes, you will be standing. You will be covered. You will be guided. And after the storm passes, you will rise as one marked by heaven. A light in a world searching for direction. The key has been given. The seal is complete.